Hey, what's up people? Mr. Bob right here, and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the PlayStation 3, guys. So we are going to take on the Underdome Extreme Hades Paradox Cups. Yes, we're gonna do all of them, except for the last one, which is the last trophy that you really need to get in order to finish this whole tournament, in order to get that final trophy. But the Paradox Cups are harder versions of the originals, but they are different enemies and different rounds that you need to fight them on. So we're gonna take them all. For just the first three, I'm gonna make the Hades Paradox Cup a separate video of it, because this one's more longer than these other tournaments. Alright, so as you already seen by now, the levels for each of these tournaments are very huge. 60, 70, 80, and then 99, which is crazy. But also, you still have to do the high score type of deal, just like the Underdome Cups, the original ones. And some of them, they're very easy, some of them they're a little bit hard, like the Cerberus one. But I'll walk you through it on how to basically get those high scores. But for right now, I'm just going to show you what the scores are. And don't worry, while doing the whole video, I will put out a little picture of each of the cups and how much, they are. How many points or score, a high score that you need to get. Just in case you're like, okay, I don't want to come all the way back here to just see the score. But don't worry, I'll put up the picture. So the Paradox Cup from the Pain and Panic is 25,000. Cerberus, 13,000, Titan 10,000, and then Hades 15,000. So you can already see which one's going to be a lot harder, but trust me, Cerberus was a little bit tough, but I already know what I needed to do. So we're going to go on with the Pain and Panic Cup first. But of course, the Pain and Panic Cup, what you are going to do is basically use limits. Yes, you cannot use dry forms or summons. You can only use limits. So there's one good limit that I will recommend you guys to use, and make sure to, well, Auron. Well, Auron is not in the tournaments as well. He's not in the tournament, guys, so be aware about that. It's only you, Donald, and Goofy. But with Donald, I use Flare Force. It's a very nice limit. Yes, Fantasia is very good, but Fantasia just directs one enemy at the time. But then once it's final attack, it kind of spreads around in a circle. It widens up. But with the Flare attack, a limit, he basically shoots fireworks that deals multiple damage with different enemies, all around the area. So that's one thing I really like about Flare Force, and I'll show you guys. But also with Goofy, you already know from Knock Smash and Whirly Goof, they're not bad, but these are kind of for one enemy only, basically. Like, these limits only works for one enemy only. You get what I mean? So they're not going to be useful, so I just recommend you having Flare Force. And then your abilities, well, there's nothing you could go wrong with your abilities. You could go however you want. But there are some cases where you need to do a lot of combinations or combos to rank up your high score. So it's kind of hard to say which are the right abilities, but everything how I have it is the way I want it to be, just like how I've been playing for Final Mix, through my whole time playing through the game. But don't worry, I will change up for the next cup that we're going to take on. But like I said, just worry about Flare Force for your limits, and that is all you really need to worry about. But also make sure that your Keyblade, you could choose any type of Keyblade you want, but I'm gonna go with the Winner's Proof because of course it's my first time using it in a tournament. And then of course we're not going to use any dry forms because they're not lightness. And your accessories, I mostly have full bloom plus all 4 of them. Just make sure you have a lot of good accessories, guys, and also a very good keyblade, because these tournaments, they're scary if you're under level. But let's take on the Pain and Panic Cup. Now of course, guys, you have to do a lot of combos in order to get a lot of high score, but we had to get over 25,000. So I basically just go to my limit and do duck flip instantly. And I just keep on doing it, you know, over and over again. That's all I really needed to do. That's all I do for this cup. Is just go to my limit, use duck flare, and just do combination attacks. And you can see, wow, I already entered to double, what is it, double points? So that's not bad. But that's all I really need to do, guys. That duck flare is a very useful limit to this tournament, because you need to get a lot of combos to your high score so you could get a better chance of getting that high score. So yeah, it's very useful, guys. Just, you know, this is what I really do. You know, if you have something else, that is alright. You know, just do the best you can and see for yourself if you can defeat this guy, because it's a little bit hard. Even trying to do everything perfectly and understanding what you need to do. But at first it was hard for me trying to, like, you know everything and trying to make sure that I did everything right. So as you can see, duck flare does the job well, but you just gotta be aware that you kind of had to use the triangle button as fast as you can, because, you know, that drive gauge kind of like goes all the way down to very small, like very short. So we're going to do duck flare again. Yeah, I need to kill this guy before anything else happens. Pretty awesome, right? Duck flare, oh my god, it's such a powerful limit. I mean, I don't mind Goofy's 2 other limits, but they're just like focus on one character. They don't focus on anybody else. So that's a bad thing about it. Okay, is there going to be more enemies? Yes, they are. Alright. I guess the limit worn out, but that's alright. Do it again. And that's one thing I really like about this tournament, is that no matter how many times you use your limits, they don't cost that much MP. But we're almost close. We're almost close to that high score right there. Oh, this is a good place to use your limit, guys. Really is. You could get like lots of points by doing this. But just be aware, you do have like a little time limit to do all of these stuff. Or just like how much time you could rack up as many points as you can. But that's all I really need. That's all I really do, guys, with duck flare. Look at all these enemies just going down in one second. We're already there. We already got the high score. Well, I could be my score, but I guess we already defeated every single part of this, almost. Ah, we're so close. There we go. And also I have ether in my shortcuts. I forgot to mention that, guys. So let's see if we could do this again. Yes, we can. Alright. Let's do this. But yeah, not so hard of a cup, guys. As you can see, it targets multiple enemies. Like, wow. Crazy. Oh, I beat my own score. Nice. And then of course the very last one, guys, you're gonna versus off Yuffie and Leon. So you can still use your limit. Like I'm doing it right now. And it's a lot easier, but of course when you're fighting these guys, you have to finish them off with a finisher. So any type of finisher you have. Oh, we're done? Oh, okay. So there you go, I beat my own score. Very nice. And that is it. That's all you get, guys. There is a trophy you get after you're doing these tournaments. And I know I did get one, but I'm not sure how I got it, but I gotta check. Where is it at? Where... I know it was a silver for sure. Yeah, it had to be a silver. Where is it? Oh, there, wait, no. Yeah, there it is. Win the Cerberus Paradox Cup. Yeah, win the Pain and Panic Paradox Cup, win the Cerberus Paradox Cup, and also win the Titan Paradox Cup. So, yeah, you do get trophies for all three of them. And I think we just need one more, which is basically the Hades ones. But okay, sorry about the cut video right there, guys, because I forgot to explain something with this tournament. But we are going to take on the Cerberus Cup. Yes, we're going to take on the Cerberus Cup. Now, I know it says dry forms, but you're not going to use any dry forms until the very last match of this tournament. Trust me. Reason why? Because dry forms does not give you that high score. It barely does. I did try my best, but it's a little bit hard trying to get that high score. Because there's not a lot of enemies in this cup. There's so very little of them. And of course you cannot do much because you need like a multiplier. You need to rank up your combos for your high score to get more points. So, what we're going to worry about is these two things, or three. You gotta worry about your ether to regain your MP, your thunder, and your magnet spells. These two are very important for this tournament. But also your abilities. Make sure, and I say this, make sure you have at least as many finishing plus you have, either if it's 2 or 1, or you could use, and I say this, you could use the rumbling rose when you get it at Beast Castle, that Keyblade, but you also need negative combo. Yes, you do need negative combo because you need to do a lot of finishers to defeat these guys. And the more finishers you do while all the enemies are trapped inside that magnet spell could give you more points. Alright? So, make sure that you have, your negative combo. No matter how many finishers you have, finishing plus, either 1 or 2. And then you go to your items, and you're gonna go with the fan rear Keyblade because it also has that negative combo. Yes, you are gonna use the fan rear, even though it does not have very much magic. But that is the only Keyblade that could help you do more finishers in this tournament. But also make sure that you have a lot of magic accessories, which is like the Full Bloom Plus. These are very helpful, but I know for sure they give you strength 3. I know I could go with the Shadow. What is it? Maximize AP. Drastically increase magic. Yes, you could use the Shadow Achieve. I don't know why it's not showing up. That's kind of weird. But yes, you could use this accessory as well. I get it from the synthesis shop to help you increase your magic. But I'm mostly going to go with the restoration for right now, even though I have 3 Full Bloom Plus. But I recommend you having the Shadow Achieve, because you need to increase that restoration from MP. That's why I told you guys, make sure you have a lot of ether for this tournament. He's gonna use a lot of it, so make sure you have a lot of ether or as many item slots you have. Go with Shadow Achiever. If not, just go with Full Bloom Plus if you want to. To get that much magic out of you. You're not going to use. You could use some of your dry forms, but like I said, I tried my best trying to see if I could do it. but some of these dry forms are a little bit tough and they slow down your magic spells, because you already seen from Final Form Magnet, Sora does it, but it only takes like a few seconds before it disappears. So I'd rather just go with Sora alone. At the very end of the last mesh, yes, you can use your dry forms anytime you want, whatever dry form you want to do. So that's all you need to worry about. But also, make sure that Donald has Flare Force. No. My bad. I was thinking about the Cerberus Cup, guys. Sorry, my bad. But that's all you need to worry about. Your Magnet, your Thunder, your Ether, and your negative combos for your finisher. That's all I gotta say, and we're gonna take on the Cerberus Cup. This cup is very easy, guys, if you're at the level that they tell you at, but just be aware these guys are a lot more harder, and they basically do whatever they want, almost. So you gotta be aware when you are basically trying to fight them at once. And there you go, I get 90 for doing that, so that's very good. You just gotta make sure that everybody's in that magnet circle, you know, to make sure that you do your, as you can see, I get over 300, you know, points. That's crazy, or close to 200, but you gotta be aware of your MP as well. Make sure to use your Ether to give you that chance to, you know, increase your MP back. But it's super simple, guys. It's not that hard, but just be aware that you gotta make sure that you do the perfect timing on defeating these guys. But also be aware of these ones, because they're resistant to magic. So just defeat them as easily as you possibly would with any Heartless. These are the only enemies that will basically are immune to magic, except for the first one right here. The same thing, Magnet, and then Thunder, and then I almost died right there. And there we go. And we're almost there. Look at that. We're close. We need like 40 more points and we're done with this tournament with the high score. Right now I'm going to use Magnet. Heal myself. Use Ether. Now right here you could do whatever you want. Do combos. As you can see, I already got the 300,000 points. So there you go, guys. Not that hard, but just be aware if you die, you have to do this all over again. Just be aware of that. There you go. Very easy. It's just that at first it was harder trying to do it with any dry forms, so be aware about that. Gather, get my Ether, use Thunder. Woo! Wow, I'm close to beating my score again. Wow. New records for me. Do it again. Thunder. And last one. Wow, 17,000. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And right here, guys, the final match, you're gonna fight Cerberus. He's not gonna drop any ore, so go full out to any limit form that you want to go with. So I'm gonna go with the final form. And you could defeat him very easily with any final form, guys. Very easy. But yeah, that's all you need to worry about if you're having trouble with the high score, guys. Just use Magnet and Thunder. But also make sure you have Ether to help you out to restore your MP. Wow, that almost... Woo! 2 bars? Well, so long, Cerberus. And we're done, guys. I got my new high score. And you also get, after you finish the tournament, you do get the trophy where you win the Cerberus Paradox Cup. But we just need one more, guys, and of course the very last one, which is the Hades the Hades Paradox Cup. That one will be in its own video because it's a very long cup and I'm not sure how long I could basically defeat it. Pi is very close, but you know, Pi is going to be more longer than any of these other tournaments. But now we're going to take on the Titan Paradox Cup. Now here, you can use only summons alone. So how do we deal with this? How do we deal summons alone with the Titan Paradox Cup? Well, all you need to worry about is Stitch. You're only gonna worry about Stitch in this battle, because if you already know from my videos of the Underdome cups, all of them, Stitch was very useful on trying to get a lot of ores as you possibly can. So with Stitch around, it's going to be very helpful for you guys to get that many points, because once he uses his ukulele when your health is about to run out, he's going to drop ores where he stuns the enemy while playing the ukulele, and he's basically going to drop a lot of ores depending on how many heartless or nobodies there are around in the battle. So you're only going to worry about Stitch. That's it. But your keyblades, your accessories, everything, go full out. So I'm going to go with the Winner's Proof. Yeah, you could go with anything you want, guys, but of course you're not going to use any dry forms, so you can't use any of them. But go with the strongest keyblade you have. Accessories as well, go to the, give yourself the strongest stuff as much as you can. And then as well as for items, I go with Ether the most because I'm so used to it. And you're not going to worry about anybody else, just yourself. And then right here, your abilities, I'm not sure what else can there be. Well, your abilities, you don't need to worry about anything else, guys. You could go back to the way you were before. You don't need to worry about, I need to do more finishers or anything like that. No, you could take everything out. But I'm just going to leave one finishing plus just in case. And also, like I said before, every time Stitch stuns anybody in the area, make sure that you destroy an enemy 5 seconds later. Alright? After everybody gets stunned, count at least 5 or 7 seconds and try to defeat one enemy only. The reason why is because after you defeat an enemy, the high score, doubles up, or it increases the multiples of how many ores will drop and how much they give you off. So just be aware about that. And then your customization, you could go anywhere you want, and then you're still going to keep up with the same thing. And of course, with the Titan Cup, you need over 10,000 points. Now that's crazy, right? 10,000 points. Woo! That's going to be a lot of points right there. But trust me, guys, it's very easy with Stitch. The more multiples or combos you get with your score, the easier it is for you to get to 10,000 points. Because you already see from my score, I already got it to almost 15,000. So I have 14,000 points. But let's take on the Titan Cup. But just be aware that also, make sure you get hit. But you also got to worry about your Keyblade points. As you can see right there, I have 500. If that 500 goes all the way down, you have to do this all over again. But right now I'm just going to let myself get hit till my health beeps red. And I'll summon Stitch after that. Come on, guys, I'm here. Okay, let me attack at least a little bit. Okay, one more attack. Just one more. There we go. Now I'm gonna summon Stitch. And everybody gets stunned. As you can see, a lot of ores are coming out. So you can see, if you leave Stitch alone, as you can see, it gives us 10 orbs. Which is not enough, of course. But after you attack an enemy, let's just try to finish out one enemy. I get more points, so it probably goes up like 12 or I don't know how much. But now we're gonna defeat one more enemy. Now we get a little bit more points. So you keep on doing this to every enemy in each match or round, basically. But you just gotta be aware. Count at least 5 or 6 seconds, and then try to defeat one enemy so that you could get even more points. But just keep on doing this to every match, and you'll get up to 10,000 points, guys. It's a little bit hard at first because there are some enemies that are going to be very tough to defeat. But just keep doing what you're doing and you'll be fine. As you can see, but also be aware that Stitch, somehow your HP does regenerate little by little. So be aware about that. Make sure you get hit just a little bit if you can. If not, if you lose all of your health, you have to do this tournament all over again to get that high score. So of course I think somehow I messed up because I did not reach the time limit a little bit faster. There we go, 2. Now the points have increased a little bit. Now I'm gonna attack this guy right now. Now 3. Now I have a little bit more points, but I would have had more if I didn't mess up that first part. I mean, I think it was a nobody. Right here you could go all full out because he's the last enemy, and you just keep on going from there, guys. Just follow through with the whole Stitch stump. Now this is a good place to get a little bit of extra points, but later on there are more enemies that are going to be very helpful, trust me. So I'm just going to attack one enemy. I don't want to destroy a lot of them. Okay, there you go, that's a lot of enemies. At least 5 or 6 seconds later, guys, try to defeat one enemy. Just keep on doing this. Yeah, we're almost to 7,000, close. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened right there. Ah, I guess because of my health. Okay, they're gonna do it. Yeah, at least I had second chance because it's gonna be useful for me to, you know, have my HP. But I already told you guys how my HP regained itself a little bit, and that's how the ukulele stopped working. So be aware about that when you're using Stitch, right? But I guess I'm gonna defeat off these enemies because they're not gonna give me that many orbs anymore. But we're almost done there. We just need 4 more thousand points. But sometimes you gotta be fast. There's one match in here that you gotta fight those Noctoran, the huge red flame heartless. And with those guys, make sure you be careful because they throw those little fireballs and you will die instantly. Trust me. It happened to me once and I had to do this whole cup again. Just be aware that sometimes these enemies that go off flying very much, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, sometimes I can't reach up to them, so I mostly use my magic spell. Or use my thunder spell. But just be aware, Stitch will stop because you're using your MP, as you can see there. So I guess my technique didn't work out very much because these guys are already up in the air so much. But also just be aware of your HP as well, because if they land a very 2 critical hit mode or 2 very critical hits at once, it's gonna be very sad news, of course. And there you go. This does this ukulele type of deal. But yeah, guys, once you reach 10,000, you don't need to worry about this cup. You go on to the whole cup, defeating every heartless however you want. But of course, just be aware if you die, or if you lose all of your points, then it's gonna be, you have to do this cup again. And you don't want to do that. Now we enter the double score mode. That's very nice. Now we get like at least more points, as you can see. we're already done. We're almost done here. Yep, we're there. We got 10,000 points, guys. So right here I could go all out whenever I want. I could choose whatever summons I want to choose next. I don't need to worry about Stitch anymore. But let's try Genie. Haven't fought with Genie yet. Oh no, I picked the wrong way to use Genie. But right here, guys, once you reach 10,000, you don't need to worry about it anymore. You could defeat these guys so easily. And that is it. That's all you need to do. Yeah, these are the guys. These are the big Heartless. They're gonna be pain in the butt because they throw their stupid fireballs at you. And the only way to like get out of it is to like fly away, basically. But it's a good thing I don't take that much damage. But they're gonna be pretty annoying if you're already with Stitch at this point in the match. You know, if you're still doing the orbs thing, just be aware of those fireballs because they will hurt you, but it could lead to your death as well. So I'm gonna try Genie again. So Sonic Blade or Rave. So Master. So Bash. Huh. Yeah, I guess because of that, that nobody being in the ground, I couldn't even hit him. Oh, these guys. Okay, Peter Pan.
Let's go. Our turn.
Oh, come on. But you could also use Peter Pan to give you orbs as well, guys. But I think Stitch is a little bit more better because you could run out of time or as far as you can with the orbs as well. You can get as many as you can. But not bad. Peter Pan's pretty good. Maybe I'll try them out. Maybe I'll see for myself. But I'll see if it's possible, because you can see, look at my points already. I'm like 149, so gotta worry about this. You gotta worry about your points as well, guys, because if you don't, then you're probably gonna lose. So now we gotta fight Hercules. Now, Hercules not too bad. He's very easy of a little boss character. Just be aware that his hits are gonna be a little bit more powerful. But once he turns gold, like that, run away. Because his moves are invisible. That means you can't hurt him. So there we go. Yeah, just find him regularly. Oh, gotta be aware now. Yeah, right there, he's gonna do that. Just run away. And of course, you could use your summons again. I'm gonna try... Let's try Peter Pan again. I want to see how it works. So let's try Neverland. Yeah, sometimes he's invisible, as you can see there. And we are done. And then after that, once you finish, guys, you get, of course, the trophy for defeating the Titan Cup. But there you go, guys. That's how you get all the high scores, and that's how you complete every single tournament with the high score of how many as you possibly can. But they're a little bit harder, so that's why they recommend you being at a higher level than what it mostly is. So we just need one more cup. But yes, I already defeated the Panic Cup with 25,000, Cerberus 13,000, Titan 10,000, but now the Hadas Paradox 15,000. Now I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Probably I'm going to use Stitch because, of course, if you go to Hadas Paradox Cup, it's just basically, you know, you could do anything you want, but I'm not sure if you could use Stitch the whole time. So I'll do this in another video, guys, but there you go. That's how you defeat the first 3 cups: the Panic, the Cerberus, and the Titan Cup with their high scores. And thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Kingdom Hearts videos, as well as share with some of your friends. If they want to get the high score for those 3 cups, share with them. And don't worry, guys, I'll try to make sure how to get the final high score for this cup next time. But that is it, and I'll see you later, alright? Keep on playing. Game flat, guys. See you later.